This one thing that you decide to do, that you decide to say, will change your entire life. Hi, my name is Araya, and I currently live on this horse farm and animal rescue here in Italy with my dog Arlo and our growing little zoo. I love to share about spirituality and wellness, travel and my van adventures, and living a life without limitation or fear of what others think. I live in this glamping tent on the farm now, and when I arrived to Italy, it was my dream to find a home base. Now that we have one, it kind of feels like the adventure has just begun. So thank you to my subscribers, clients, and Patreon supporters for making this dream possible. And so, hello from Italy, from this beautiful, beautiful sunset, looking at the horses, a lot of the rescues, Bulgarian rescues, ladybugs over there somewhere. It's a gorgeous day. I've got Duchess here with me. She follows me everywhere. We just went and got her rabies shot and her microchip in the other order. It has to be in the other order. So now I can go get her passport and she can come with me to Norway. She also got an x-ray done because she has some kind of like lung condition, which looks like it hasn't progressed, which is good. Her, like, the elasticity of her lungs is not great. I think she had some kind of infection when she was a street cat in southern Italy before she came here. So, all good things. And Aslan will get his rabies soon when he's old enough. And then I'll get both of their passports and the van will be registered and we will go to Norway on a grand adventure. Maybe I'll share that later. You are so, what is the right way to say this? It's not even that you're close. Yeah, you're close. You're close to your dream life. You're close to this quantum leap to, like, it's literally everything is like so close. It's circulating you and it's like, I want to come into your life. All your manifestations, every time you've experienced what you don't want and you've created what you do want, it's all been like magnetized to you and it's knocking on your energetic door. It's like right next to your field and it's like, please let me in, please let me in, please let me in. And you are one decision, one conversation, one choice away from stepping into that timeline. I was just thinking and talking about this on the way to the vet with my friend visiting and my other friend who lives here who is driving. When we were taking other dogs to the vet too because they're getting adopted. But we were just talking about the farm and how a little over a year ago, I recorded it. I made a vlog that day, but I came here to the farm and I almost turned around. Like when I was driving up here, I almost turned around because I was scared. My nervous system was very dysregulated still, though I was working on it. I had all the tools. I was in that period of time of just committing. That's when I created 21 Days to Rewire Your Mind. It's because I had all the tools, but I needed to commit. So I made that program for me and it healed me in such tremendous ways. And it's healed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you too. So I invite you to that program if you would like. I created that right when I got to the farm. But I was very dysregulated. I was feeling very unsafe and I almost turned around. I was driving up these roads and I crossed a bridge and then I saw a guy on a phone and my dysregulated nervous system told me that that guy on the phone had alerted this plot that I was on my way up the mountain and that it was go time and that they were like gonna be murderers or whatever. And then two motorcycles came behind me and my brain told me that the motorcyclists were like part of this plan. And then I lost service. And then I was like, oh my God, I didn't even do that much research on the farm owner. Like, I don't even know where I'm going. And I was looking at Arlo, my dog, and I was like, and I lived in my van, I was driving my van. And I was like, I think I'm driving us to our death. And so I almost turned around, but the motorcycles were still behind me. And I was like, I don't know what I should do. I was driving through these windy mountains. And then I saw, because I went to go research her, I accidentally ended the maps to get here. And then I ran out of maps. So I'm driving in the middle of nowhere with no service, no directions. And I was just like, this is the end. I was like, I'm for sure turning around. And then at that moment, in that second, I saw the farm on the map. I said, okay, let's give it a shot. I decided not to turn around. And then I came to the gate and I was greeted by everybody. And I was like, oh, this is fine. This is, I'm meant to be here. The first dog to greet me was Chastity, the mother of my now puppy. The first horse that I met that was right next to the van area where I was parked over there, Ladybug, who I ended up rescuing with 5 other horses from the same owner, from the mafia, and like all this stuff. Aslan, Ladybug, the other horses, everything. Like none of it would have happened in the way that it did. My YouTube channel wouldn't be the way that it is. It would be different. I'm sure it would be wonderful. My programs wouldn't be what they are. And so everything that has happened in the past year has happened because of that one moment where I decided not to turn around. Had I decided to turn around, maybe I would be saying this about something else. Like maybe I'd be like, if I didn't decide to turn around, I would have never blah, 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 blah. But you are in this like very, like some decisions that we make, you know, are life altering. Some are maybe not so life altering, but I feel that this message had to come out today for you to say there's no wrong turn. Like don't stress about this decision that you will be making. You probably won't even realize that it is that decision, that it's that decision that's going to change your life. I didn't think about it. I was like, whatever, I'll turn around and I won't spend the few days to a month on this farm. And, you know, if I go and I stay and I do spend 3 months or 3 weeks, 3 days to a month on the farm, you know, it is what it is. I didn't realize I would become a permanent resident of Italy through the farm, that I would have all these animals through the farm, that I would find my farm family, that I would, all this stuff. I had no idea. And that's an example, because what you are about to face, and you are going to make the right decision for you, it's going to be life changing. When I was a kid, I used to beg my mom and dad for a horse. I used to beg for a horse. I would draw like blueprints of where we would keep the horse, and I was so badly knew that I wanted horses. And I knew I wanted to be part of animal rescue. I knew that I wanted to work with animals somehow, some way, but I didn't know how. And I didn't quite feel like I was meant to be a vet. I explored it, but I just through other people's opinions, and also it wasn't my life path. I'm more of a creative. I'm a little bit different than what it takes to be that kind of profession. But I knew that's what I wanted. And I knew that I wanted to live in Italy when I was really sick with Lyme disease and really sick with mold illness. And I was just in treatment all day, every day, in the IV chair, you know, in the sauna, doing coffee enema, like just all, my life was treatment. My life was detox. My life was healing for years and years and years and years. The only thing that really got me through was dreaming and visualizing this chosen timeline of being in Italy, of traveling with my van, of having an Aussie doodle, and, you know, having my soul dog. I would visualize this, and I just wanted it to be my life one day. And the decisions that I ended up making, that one decision, that big decision that I made to go to Italy. My friends and I had, when I was living in California, one of my friends who I was living with, she's here right now, we decided to watch Eat, Pray, Love. We were all living in this beautiful house. So beautiful. I miss it. I do. I get very homesick. It had an ocean view and a canyon view on the other side. It was so, so wonderful. But yeah, we were like, let's watch Eat, Pray, Love. That decision changed my life. And it's so cliche, but it really did. If you've watched it, she goes to Italy, she goes to Bali, you know, she goes on this whole like freedom journey. I booked my ticket to Italy the next day. It was fresh in my mind. I was at the gym. I had just finished a workout class. I was feeling really clear. I looked up a plane ticket. I was like, oh, this is a great plane ticket. And so I just like kind of went back and forth with pressing the button. And I was like, what happens if I just press yes to the button? And I did. And I clicked it and I was like, oh my God, I saw myself shooting through time and space. I was like, I just changed my whole life with the click of a button. I changed where I'm going to live. I changed who I'm going to spend time with. I changed everything, just this simply. And it's because of that decision, that quick decision of watching Eat, Pray, Love. And then a few weeks later, we booked a trip, me and this friend and another friend, to Bali. And we went to Bali, and they also go to Bali and Eat, Pray, Love. And it was like the most magical, intense. Bali is very, very intense. Very, very intense. But beautiful, beautiful experience. It was everything that I needed to just feel young, wild, and free, to feel what I was dreaming of when I had that experience with my chronic illness. And it was, all because of those slight little decisions, those slight little conversations. Hey, want to watch Eat, Pray, Love? Sure. It's like I probably had a date or something. It probably canceled. Like all these things ended up moving so that I would sit down and watch this movie, so that I would be in the car driving up this mountain and decide not to turn around because I randomly saw the farm pop up, which I'd never I put my maps in and I just trust it to take me places. I don't look at street names or look at the locations. I didn't even know the name of the farm, but I just somehow realized that was it. You're going to be guided to that one thing. And that one thing that you do, even though it seems small, it's going to change your entire life. You might move. You might start a new business. You might start a new relationship. Your soulmate might come into your life. Maybe your soulmate relationship deepens to a whole new level. It's like a new person. You guys are like new people together. Maybe you meet your best friend. Maybe you meet your soul tribe. You've been just craving an adult friendship that just feels like soulmates, like sisterhood or brotherhood. That all can come to you. Your appearance might change. You might start carrying yourself different. You might start dressing different. You might just have this complete shift in self-identity, and you're like, oh yeah, I am the shit. I just remembered. I'm fucking awesome. It might just all come together at once because of this one big decision, this one big choice, this one big conversation. And the best way that you can support yourself right now through this is to remain in your center, to remain in your sovereignty, to stop getting distracted. Don't let these dysregulating distractions get you out of a state where you can make decisions from your most soul-aligned place. So ways to not get distracted is don't scroll. Don't doom scroll. Intentionally scroll. Check up on your friends. Set your intention with angels and guides. Say send me some inspiration, send me a sign, whatever. However you do social media, we never really learned social media. We never learned how to spend time intentionally on social media. It was just thrown at us, and we're just how do we deal with this? And it's very addicting. It's very dopamine, especially the short form videos on Instagram and TikTok. So be intentional. Don't let it dysregulate you and take you away from the thoughts that are yours, because you can very easily go through all these and then you're thinking thoughts of all these other people. Stay in your center. That's why I said intentionally that when I bought my ticket to Italy, it was after a workout that I had just done. I did a workout, I did the sauna, I did steam room, I had my meditation, I had a coffee sitting outside in the sun, I had a good conversation with friends, I'm sure, because I had a lot of good friends at that gym, and I probably went on a walk with my dog in the morning. I had a very centering morning, and I sat down and I had this aha moment that was for me. And so stay in your center as much as you can. Being in your center can be very hard when you're dysregulated. And so do what you can to regulate your nervous system. Today, in my time down at the river with my conversations with Gaia, if you guys have been subscribed for a while, then you know that this Gaia thing is deepening and accelerating quickly. But my conversations with Gaia today were my purpose is to teach safety, because my purpose for myself has been to learn safety. Learning safety in my body, in my being, in my nervous system. That's what gave me my life back. I couldn't leave my house. I couldn't have friends come over. I was too sensitive to environments. I was too sensitive to the mold on people's clothes. I was too sensitive to everything. I was like EMFs and chemicals, and I couldn't eat anything because I was like gluten, dairy, sugar, nightshades, soy, sugar. Like, I don't know, maybe I repeated some things, but like, I was just a shell of myself. I had to learn safety. Through teaching my nervous system safety, I was able to fix that. Through teaching my financial relationships safety, I was able to fix that. Through teaching my mind safety to show up, my throat chakra safety to speak after being in a narcissistic, abusive relationship with a full-blown narcissist who was getting help for being a narcissistic. It was like a legit thing. I had my throat chakra so blocked because I was conditioned not to speak up in group settings, not to say my opinions. My opinions were wrong. It was a very interesting experience. It took me to a very deep, dark place, but that taught me how to learn safety in my voice. My voice has changed. The more that I speak my truth and show up here, many of you have said your voice has changed so much in the last year just being on YouTube. And so my purpose is safety. And that's why I went through that experience of not feeling safe in many, many ways. And so Gaia was showing me that today and, telling me that is something that I need to continue to hone in. And so for you right now, I think this is important because as this big decision is coming up, this big moment is coming up, the more that you can feel safe in your body, in your being, in your nervous system, the more clearly you will see the right decision for you, the right way to go. The more clearly you will make that non-attached choice of saying, this is where I'm meant to go. And you will move towards it. And as you make a decision from that place, everything that's been knocking on the door and trying to come in and like at your field and just like, I'm ready because you chose it, all the things that you want, everything that you desire in this chosen timeline, it can come to you from that place of centeredness, non-attachment, soul sovereignty. It's all yours. It's all waiting for you. You can have this dream beyond your wildest, it's life beyond your wildest dreams. And all you have to do is step forward, and you will know where to step if you come from a place of safety and centeredness. And so 21 days to rewire your mind will help with that. Decondition will completely change your whole life because it's 12 weeks and it's 21 days, but on steroids. And it goes deep, deep, deep into deconditioning the mind, which is, in my understanding and my approach to this, that's why I called it decondition. It's taking all that stuff away from the patterns of your mind that have taught you that it's not safe to be the person that you want, to live the life that you want, to have the freedom that you desire, to make money with ease, to feel healthy, to feel safe in relationship with others, to not need others, but to get to enjoy them from your wholeness. So that program is all about that. It goes into Akashic records, it goes into inner child work, it goes into subconscious reprogramming. There's so much in it. And then, of course, my retreat. That was a big part of my conversation with Gaia today, is that the retreats, the women's retreat that I have October 4th to 10th this fall, 2025, it is going to be so magical, but a lot of it is going to be about teaching safety in the body so that we can rewild. And rewild means bringing your divine essence through, like that power that you have in your feminine energy. You have the power in your masculine too, but for the women coming to my retreat, we're really going to be focusing on the power of your being, how you can attract everything that you desire from rewilding this. Like when I went to Amenti, the halls of Amenti recently, and I saw my divine essence, my feminine energy that had been trapped. She was wild and she was free. And in the chamber, she reminds me a lot of Ladybug, my horse. But in this chamber, my essence was it was terrifying, but it was beautiful. It was kind of like as if you were standing in front of the Niagara Falls, like how powerful that is. And that is what you have living inside of you, wanting to wake up. Like when I was standing with Gaia a few days ago and I was taken on this journey of a meditation, that part of me woke up again and I was just like, I was all the things. I was terrified. I was inspired. I was like in awe. And that's what the masculine will be in the presence of the divine feminine. They're there to be in awe. They're there to provide the light, to provide the protection so that you can just like break free and just be this incredible divine feminine being and be honored for that. Like that is enough. That is more than enough. Like, but women have forgot that. And so I hope that this retreat helps all the women coming to remember that power through all these practices that we'll do, which is, you know, meditation, breath work, sound therapy, cold plunge, sauna ceremony. There's the option for massage with chakra work from one of the people that works and owns the spa. And then we'll do horse therapy and trail rides. And if you want to do trail rides, it's going to be magic. So I invite you to all of that or any of that if it applies to you. Thank you for being here. This energy that I feel in my body is just like so good. And I'm so excited. I just anticipate. I don't even know what it is. I have this strong anticipation that something is coming. Like something really big is about to come into my life. And I have no idea what it is, but I just feel it and I anticipate it and I'm awake to it and I'm open to it and I'm clear. And my ankle, you know, it's like, I'm not ready. And I'm like, okay, I honor. I'm meant to just be here and to be harnessing this energy and going on these experiences with Gaia and my meditations and creating the retreat and all these wonderful things. And so soon, very soon, we'll be on the road to the next adventure with this home base to always come back to. But big things on the horizon. So I love you guys. I'm gonna go make some dinner for me and my friend, chill out, maybe start a fire outside. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful, beautiful life. If you're here right now, let me know in the comments, what was the most beautiful part of your day today? Let me know. Let's see it. Let's honor it. Let's grow this expansion of gratitude together. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I just forgot. I needed to mention this as well. I made a full moon ceremony on my Patreon that I put up today. So the full moon was yesterday, but this morning I woke up and the first thought I had was like, you need to get clear on your vision. You need to get clear on like pretty much the vision. And so like making a vision board and like having this self-identity be so clear. So while we made all this space with both the full moon, so that's a good time to let go of things. We have to be very clear on what we're stepping into. So I'm really happy about this this ceremony. It was so fun to make. So it's something that I'm going to be doing with the full moons and the new moons on my Patreon. So if you want to go join there, you can join that. What I was intuitively told, and then through research of the full moon, I saw that it's like actually like a thing, is that like for today and like the week following the full moon is a really good time for this intention setting. So it's a journaling ceremony with some fire. So go ahead and join if you feel called to do so. Okay, bye.